Assistant referees Jeff Pulley and Paul Terry. The fourth official will be Claude Arnaud. He's been the fourth official throughout the tournament for all three of these matches. McIntyre looks at his watch, and we are underway here in the 2015 Ohio Valley Conference Women's Soccer Title. Murray State attacking to our right. Southeast Missouri attacking to our left. And Kuznakic covering possession, passes it out towards the wing. And it's Southeast Missouri early, trying to formulate an attack, but a lot of running around and good defense. And they have to be careful with that back pass, because Harriet Withers is able to steal a goal or two. She stole a goal in the game against Morehead State with 30 seconds remaining to get Murray to this point. As the ball goes out for a Southeast Missouri throw-in, it will be taken by Darga.
Today's not the day you want to play backwards if you're a player for SEMO. You do not want to play the ball back and put your two centre-backs under pressure, because the pace of Murray State is going to put you under a tremendous duress.
Definitely so, especially with Harriet Withers. That is speed that we have seen throughout the season and throughout this tournament thus far, as a free kick is awarded to Southeast Missouri, as number 15, Antonacci, was fouled.
Set piece is going to be key. Murray State struggled with set pieces against Morehead State. They got the equalizer on a set piece. They're not the biggest of teams, and SEMO's got a little bit of size here, and I think they're going to put balls underneath the bar all day and see if Steigerwald can deal with them.
Blankenheim with the free kick, heads into the box, and it's collected by the goalkeeper, Steigerwald.
Yeah, that's not good enough. That's just an easy ball for the goalkeeper. They've got to get a little angle on the service, or they've at least got to do better than that. They'll be unhappy with that.
Definitely so. Seeing some of the crowd here, there's a huge seat to Ian's side on the right side, a lot in Southeast Missouri red, as there's a breakaway here for Withers. Withers with the step back, having trouble, and turns over the ball. And over to my left-hand side, it's a mixture of SEMO red amongst the blue and gold of Murray State. So both teams very well represented in terms of support here. As a service into the box, this is going to be dangerous, and it's collected by Lears.
Yeah, a little half chance there. What you can see already is that SEMO's not going to make it easy for Withers. Every time she receives the ball, she's going to get attention of 2 and 3 players. So in turn, that's going to leave Richardson, White, and a couple of the other players are going to have to pick up the slack. Withers is going to, everywhere she goes, she's going to have 2 players following her today. So, but that leaves Richardson's a terrific player, maybe the best soccer IQ on the field, I think, and that's going to give her some space to be able to do some things.
And that's a through ball to Camp, and Steigerwald's there to collect. Good. Angie Mann was open on the wing right there, and Southeast Missouri could have taken their time there.
Man, Minor, and Camp are dangerous. All 3 are dangerous. All 3 can produce something out of nothing, and Murray State's going to be very conscious of where those 3 are all day. Minor's come back in injury. She was out for about a month and seems to be close to full fitness again, but she's a terrific player, as is Man, as is Camp. Those 3 are a handful. And
a good challenge right there by Angie Mann to get possession, but Southeast Missouri unable to keep it. Mann also still challenging for the ball and manages to force a turnover. Southeast Missouri gives it right back to Murray, and a long pass back towards Foxley. Foxley up the left-hand side, and the pass intended for Lancaster goes out of play for a throw-in.
Right there you see Taylor Stevens, best technical player on the field in my opinion, gets a hold of the ball. She's going to have to run the game. As Withers gets more attention, she needs to get a foot on the ball and control the rhythm of the game. Lissy Wright, the same thing for Murray State. That's key, as again they've got to be patient at times instead of just looking for Withers and Richardson. They've got to be prepared to build a little bit and probe a little bit until something comes.
Yeah, both teams wearing contrasting styles of uniforms. Southeast Missouri wearing a two-tone gray to black uniform, while Murray is elected to wear their solid gold home kit. And a chance right here. Good play by Darga. Sends it along the Camp and unable to reach it.
Yeah, good effort there. Good effort. Won the tackle. Just tried to slip Camp in. Couldn't quite connect it, but dangerous.
Pass down the side. Trying to look for Withers, and she was too far away to get the pass in. Good move by Man there. Camp. Long pass back. and it's a turnover right there. Long pass intended for Withers. Withers unable to get there, but that a bad backwards pass, and it's going to be recovered by Murray. Withers with the pass along the side. It's tipped out, and it will be a corner kick for Murray State, the first corner of the match, 5 minutes in.
Intelligent running by Aaron Langster there. As Withers came short, she looked to get him behind and got herself a corner. First real set piece of any note for Murray State. Again, don't have a really a lot of tall, physically strong girls, but again, getting across your player here is pivotal.
And here's the corner header, and it goes wide.
Nice effort by Devine. Again, got across a player, just wasn't able to direct it in the right area, but an encouraging sign there for Murray State off the set piece.
And you got to wonder what Liers is going to be doing, especially in the case there's Southeast Missouri has been known to play very physical in the regular season. In conference play during the regular season, they were called for nearly 100 fouls. So they are not afraid to play physical with anyone on the field, and they might have to do so, especially to combat the speed of Withers and her supporting cast.
Yeah, use what you have. Physical is part of the game. It's some people shy away from it, some people love it. I think Southeast Missouri is not afraid of it. It's good to see. It's very much a big part of the game.
Throw-in will be taken by Langster. Passes it back to Foxley. Foxley with the long pass over to Wright. Knocked down and no foul call for the referee. Long pass along the sideline. Southeast Missouri looking to attack here. Long pass looked like it was intended for man, but was easily cleared away by the Murray State defense.
Nice opening to the game from both teams. A little bit of tempo in it. Kind of teams filling each other out a little bit to get in the ascendancy. I like the way Richardson's getting involved for Murray State. And on the other hand, you've seen Man Camphy especially is looking dangerous. So it's a nice tempo.
And a free kick awarded to Murray State outside the box.
Those are two soft fouls for me in a conference championship game. Referee's right there and it's consistent, so give him credit for that, but that's a little bit soft for me on both ends. This is very, very dangerous.
Very dangerous as Critchard steps up to take the free kick. Referee indicates where he wants it. It's about 10 yards, 5 to 10 yards away from the box. Sends it low, and it's cleared away. Shot rolls into a Southeast Missouri State defender, and Southeast Missouri trying to counter here. Long pass here. Pass alongside towards Campen. It's unable to reach the intended target, and Murray State will collect.
There you see the danger of Minor. Strong turn, held off Aaron Langster quite comfortably, but for Minor to be effective, she's got to be much higher up the field. It's no good her doing that at midfield. They need to put her higher up, and when she turns, she's able to go to goal there and be dangerous, not just kind of run with 60 more yards to go. She's a very dangerous player. I think they'll find a way to use her more effectively if they want to win the game.
Definitely so, especially when we go further into the match and fatigue starts to come up as a little bit of a factor here. Ball's just goes behind Withers, and Murray State will be able to recollect, but it'll be roll out for a throw-in. Darga will take the throw. Throw in towards Man. That goes out of play. Man just standing along the sideline, and it was an easy throw in for Murray State. Throw in to Withers is collected by Man, but she's unable to clear it. No Murray State players there on the cross. Attack here by Minor. Blankenheim over to Jaramillo. Mio. Kaznakic. The Darga. Darga puts her boot through it, and it will roll out for a goal kick.
Good patience by SEMO. A little bit of a searching ball at the end there, but good patience again. I think you'll see Minor and Man and Camp involved in everything good that goes on for them. They just got to figure out a way to get their two wide players, Man and Minor, higher. Said it already, I'm going to say it again. It's not going to be effective for them to sit back in their own half and then let them attack from there. But they've all three have got dynamic ability. Again, she's picking up the ball 60, 70 yards from goal. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, Minor.
It's not a strength.
Minor tried to look like nutmeg a defender, but was unsuccessful at it. But Murray State turns it right back to Southeast Missouri. Now the match is starting to get much more physical between these two teams, and the refs, credit to him, is starting to let the play continue. That's over to Man. Man unable to keep possession. Pass it back to Fry. Fry keeps it in. Unable to get it to White. And this goes behind Kampf. Nothing given. And the clearance deflected back into possession for Steigerwald.
I'm amazed by the work that Kampf does. She's everywhere. She's everywhere. She's up. She's back. You know, the benches are going to be important today as time goes on. Southeast Missouri especially has had a tough week here, travel, and played an extra game. Be interesting to see as the game wears on if they can keep up this pace.
Especially so, and that's a bad turnover. Harriet Withers unable to create something out of that, but the clearance goes badly for Southeast Missouri. Ball's into the box. White trying to get there and is unable to. Fry will take the throw in. Stevens calls for it. Back to Critcher. Critcher with a long pass towards Richardson is unable to connect. And Southeast Missouri able to keep possession. Man keeps it in play. Still, and a foul given against Murray State. Angie Man was tackled right there by Stevens.
Better by Murray. They've got to find a way to get Stevens the ball at her feet, let her kind of just dictate pace a little bit. You know, you can already see that Withers again is going to attract a ton of attention. Richardson's attacking attention. There's a little bit of space in the middle of midfield where they need to get Stevens the ball where she can turn and go at people and make things happen. Yeah, patience is important.
Now, a big thing for Southeast Missouri as they begin their attack here was that they have been playing mainly a lot physical on defense, especially when you consider they have had 7 draws so far this season.
Yeah, they're highly competitive. I like that team. They're very competitive. They work hard. They work together. You can see why they've had success. This is going to be a hard game for both teams to figure out here. Murray State's going to have to match the intensity and physicality of SEMO, and SEMO's going to have to deal with maybe a little bit more quality on the attacking end. It's a very interesting tactical matchup, actually. It's a little chess game between the coaches also will be going on the sideline.
That pass to Kampf. Kampf trying to get a shot off. It's cleared to Angie Man. Man in the box. Her shot saved by Steigerwald.
Nice effort. Kampf again. 2, 3, 4 efforts generating something. Murray State's going to have to do a much better job than that. Good effort by Man. She didn't quite catch it. Didn't quite get on it once she wants to, and Steigerwald collected comfortably. But again, an ominous sign there.
And a good opportunity, just a bad sort of angles, quite frankly, for Man to try to get a good shot off as it goes out of play there. And it'll be another goal kick for Murray. Still seeing people starting to file in and around Cutchin Field here. There's a couple of people behind Steigerwald's goal in a pickup truck watching the match. Only in America would you ever see that.
See people in trees in England. It's great. It's just too cheap to pay in. Been there.
Of course, you and me were talking about the famous FA Cup match between Newcastle United and the former Hereford United, who unfortunately had to fold due to financial issues and were reborn as Hereford FC. And of course, the famous match involved Ronnie Radford scoring a screamer near stoppage time as we have a free kick awarded to Southeast Missouri.
Geez, Wayne, you're way too young to know about Hereford United and Newcastle. I think I was a kid, so that ages me. Get another set piece. I don't see a foul there. I just don't think it's a foul. You got to let them play a little bit and compete, and these are high-level athletes. It's a big game, but a dangerous situation here for SEMO. There's a massive hole in their post. If somebody gets across their man, it's dangerous.
Blankenheim with the cross into the box, and contact was made, and the referee awards a free kick to Murray.
I don't see anything there either. I guess I better be quiet about that, but you know, let him play a little bit.
And going back to that Newcastle-Hereford match, all I can say is YouTube is a wonderful thing. Looking back on many of the greatest upsets in soccer. Murray attack is quickly snuffed out by the Southeast Missouri defensive line. Murray will reset. Stevens there, unable to get a good solid second touch. Pass along the side towards Antonacci. Pass intended for Kempf. A scrum between Kempf and Devine, and it's a free kick for Murray.
Wow, I keep my mouth shut for 10 seconds about the officiating. That is shocking. That is not a foul there anywhere in the world, and especially on this field. There's just nothing there. Trying to win the ball. But anyway, it's consistent, so I guess we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I tell you what, SEMO's having a lot of success playing through the middle of Murray State. It's a little bit too easy for them now. There's no resistance there. They're going to have success if they keep doing that. They're able to connect passes and go forward. Murray State's going to have to tighten up their line in midfield, pick off some passes, and look to counter a little bit.
Yeah, it's been interesting for the past 2 or 3 minutes or so. We haven't called Withers or Richardson's name in terms of an Murray State attack, as Mann was there for the tackle on White, and she's on the receiving end of a tackle by Wright.
What you're seeing is you're dealing with experienced coaches on the SEMO sideline. They've seen enough, just like we've seen enough. It's man-to-man marking all over the field on Withers. Number 3, Mercial, is everywhere Withers goes. Mercial's tracking her. They're sticking a player in behind her. Murray State's not going to have success today early by just getting it and trying to find her. They've got to look for their other options, which are Richardson. They've got to find Stevens' feet. They've got to get Destiny White into the game. And as you see it right now, even now, Mercial is in Withers' pocket all day long. She's right there, and she's going to stay there. Question is Withers is clever enough, and I think she is, to drag her all over the field and open space for someone else. When you're getting marked player for player there, what you got to do is get out of the space and let the next player get in. And that's kind of how you deal with that. Let's see how that goes, because they've got plenty of other players to get in. I'll be interested if the coaches from Murray State point that out, that they need to she needs to take Mercial on a little bit of a walk around the field, leave some other holes open.
Murray State definitely taking their time, as we are past the 15-minute mark with 27:36 left on the clock here. And challenge right there, and the attack is starting to come together for Murray right now, and a free kick is awarded at around midfield. Interesting call right there by the referee.
This will be a left-footed ball in by Foxley. Again, you know, they don't have a ton of size. The key to winning this ball for Murray State is getting across the player, sealing them off, getting positioning, and getting there first, attacking the ball and just getting inside their player. We'll see if they can do that. She's going to whip this in with a left peg, a little bit of swing in it.
Weathers at the top of the box. Header, the ball's loose and is cleared away by Southeast Missouri. Danger still as Murray State's starting to mount another attack here. Headed down. That ball could have been easily dangerous in the shot, and Withers could have easily gotten the shot off.
Yeah, first ball was dealt with kind of comfortably, then they kind of got their feet in a tangle there, SEMO. Just need to play safe. Don't bring any pressure on yourself. Just play safe. They're comfortable right now. Neither team's really, except for the one half effort from Man, neither team's really threatening the goal.
Yeah, no long throw-ins. We saw Moorhead in their match against Murray take a lot of long throw-ins, especially over by the corner flag. No, not a single long throw-in for either side at this point. Blankenheim, pass intended for Kempf, is intercepted.
Well played by Langston there, got in the passing lane, picked off 2 balls, 2 dangerous balls that could have freed Minor. She read that very nicely. Game settling down a little bit now.
And we have our first substitution. Curry Kane is coming on for Murray, and out will go Langster, number 9.
I think they're going to play with the shape a little bit here. Stevens looks like she's going to play a little bit wider in the diamond. Looks like Kane will play at the top of the diamond. I think they're trying to find a little bit of space for Stevens out wide. The middle is awfully awfully packed right now. There's not a lot of room, so I think by sliding Stevens out, they're trying to get her the ball a little more and let Kane sit on top of the point there.
And Darga tried to force that throw in towards Kampf, and Kampf's unable to maintain possession, and Murray State with the attack here. Pass along the side to Withers and is cleared out of play.
Nicely done by Richardson. Poor run by Withers there. She went to the wrong space, kind of dragged 3 defenders across with her instead of leaving the space for Richardson to go into. Again, she's struggling a little bit now with dealing with the man-for-man marking that she's going to have to figure out how to deal with it, because it's going to be there. It's going to be there all day. She may even go sit with her at halftime.
Long pass over to Kampf. Kampf with the pass back to Jaramillo. Mio. Side pass over to Minor, and Minor's unable to get by. Shouts from the Southeast Missouri fans for a foul, and Murray State's unable to maintain possession, and they clear it out for SEMO throw-in. The entire hillside to my left is absolutely filled with people, Southeast Missouri fans and Murray State fans. It is definitely a championship atmosphere here at Cutchin Field. Long side pass, opportunity for Kampf. Kampf goes down in the box, nothing given.
Great tackle by Foxley. Feet were down, played nothing but the ball, dealt with trouble well. Lovely tackle. Good nothing there from the referee. Well done. Lovely tackle, Foxley.
And Steigerwald puts her boot through it. Minor unable to find it, and the wind blowing towards away from the camera forces that ball to go out of play. It's starting to get a little bit windy, not extremely remarkable by any means, but definitely noticeable. A long pass, Withers. 3 defenders around Withers trying to make her make a mistake. They take the ball away from her, tries to get it back. Pass backwards, they pass it up towards Kampf. Sent back in by Murray, and SEMO will try to mount a counterattack here. Long pass out the side to Darga. Darga over to Mann.
But once again, the problem is Mann's picking up the ball at midfield. She's got 60 yards to go anywhere. You know, I'd like to see her play higher up the field, another 15, 20, 30 yards up the field. Once she gets the ball, she's going to be dangerous. Same with Minor. They're way too deep right now, and I understand they're nervous maybe about giving up space, but those 3 players are lethal. I'd stick them high up the field in a true 4-3-3, and I'd isolate them, let them run at people all day long. I think that's where they'll have a ton of success.
You see another Murray State substitution as Burrows is coming on for Richardson. Throw-in is cleared away. Murray State trying to mount another attack here. Fry. Her service in is cleared away. Kampf battling with Pritchard down there. Man, back to Darga, and Darga kind of pops it up in the air and cleared out of play by Fry. Man, turnover. Withers gets the ball back after her pass is intercepted.
She's got to get rid of it there. She is going to have no freedom to run today. That's just not the way it's going to work for them.
Opportunity here.
To make the adjustment.
Not quite, as Kampf's unable to get to the pass in time, and Steigerwald collects and sends it back the other way.
SEMO's quite happy to sit back defensively now and absorb some pressure and, you know, play a little deeper and just kind of see again by moving Taylor Stevens out wide. Murray State coach is trying to find a little room for her. Be interested to see how that works. It's too narrow. The game is way too narrow for Murray right now. Everyone's kind of down the middle. Like to especially see Foxley get forward down the left side into that hole. Let's see Stevens go a little bit higher, and like to see Withers, I say, get around the field and drag some people around a little bit.
And a free kick sent into the box. Withers got her head on it, but unable to find anybody. Cleared out. Ball falls to Kampf's feet. Over to Minor. Minor sends it along the side to Kampf. Looking for the give and go, so to speak. It's taken away. Decent tackle right there. Possession maintained right there. And Southeast Missouri able to come away with it. Pass over to Mann. Darga going up along the side. Back to Blankenheim. No substitution thus far for SEMO. Fans just trying to urge Murray stay forward at any chance they can get. Pass back by Withers to Burrows. Burrows now going up the right side. And a nice slide tackle, and the throw-in is given to Southeast Missouri. Murray State tried to do a quick throw-in.
Again, the only two people on the in this whole place that thought that was a throw-in to SEMO were the referee and assistant referee, and candidly, the only two that matter. But that was clearly a deflection there. The SEMO coaches will be much happier with the way the game's settled right now. They're comfortable at the back. They've taken the Withers out of the game. And she's a non-factor, and they've created a couple of chances of their own. So as it stands right now, they'll be a lot more comfortable, I think. And on the Murray State sideline, they'll be figuring ways to make some changes and some tactical adjustments to make this work better.
Especially maybe starting to affect her a little bit psychologically, as her first touch was right on top of the ball and she slipped. A long pass out towards Darga for Southeast Missouri. Sends it back in towards Minor and unable to connect. Pass goes by Mann, and it'll be a throw-in for Southeast Missouri. Darga with the throw. Mann and Minor nearby. Passes over to Mann. Pass back to Blankenheim. Blankenheim trying to find Minor, and unable to. Antonacci trying to cover the majority of the midfield, especially with the attacking ability that Murray State has. Burrows is forward, and that was a dangerous pass that could have easily been collected by Burrows right there. White unable to get the clearance away. Sends it down the side, and Lears will be able to scoop this one up. So it's been fairly even between the two sides thus far, as Lears puts her boot through it. Out to midfield. Kampf unable to get her head on it. Withers. Tip over to Burrows. White along the side, and the pass is unable to find her.
Yeah, she's a little too narrow there. Again, they've got to open the game up for Murray. It's way too tight. It's playing right into SEMO's hands here. They're crowding the midfield. Tracking 2-3 players with Withers. They need to stretch the game out, stretch their wide players, just get it down, look to use the width there, and then look to get in. They're a little bit impatient right now.
Right along the side to Stevens. Stevens, long pass to the side, over to Fry. Fry looking for Withers. Ball. Heard a shout for a handball, but nothing given. Cleared away. Withers, and that's a handball.
The first one was only one hand, that one was two hands, so he called that one. It might actually have been a double dribble, I think. My basketball expertise. This is very dangerous. This is very dangerous. She's got two options here. This is close enough, she can have a go, but I got a feeling this ball's going to get drifted far post. And the other way, the body language comes, I think she may have a go here.
Wouldn't be surprised from about...
She took 2 steps closer, so now I have a feeling this thing's going far post.
Definitely going far post, and it's going to go just right at the level with the crossbar right there, and fisted away by Lears.
Comfortable for the keeper. Crowd got excited, which is understandable. I was very, very comfortable. Dealt with comfortably. And again, the key here, they've got to get a good delivery, and they've got to get across that player. Stevens did well last time. Let's see if Devine, who really is a physical presence, can get across a player and finish this.
And substitution right before the corner for Murray. Withers sends the corner in. Ball is still loose in the box. And Murray able to find a player. Shots blocked. Down the side, unable to find it. It'll be out for a Murray State throw-in.
Nice delivery, again, well dealt with by Rhodey. Rhodey's played well. She's cleaned up a lot of stuff for SEMO right now and is doing a really nice job.
And another corner for Murray State. The substitute that came on earlier was Bjorkvold, number 20. Another corner coming up here as number 16 Foxley will be coming up to take the corner.
And Swinger coming with the left foot. There is a huge space right by the 6-yard box. I have a feeling that's where that's going, right on top of the 6 at where it needs to go, and somebody just needs to get across there.
Burrows level with the keeper.
Right about there.
Cross goes over, and it will be a goal kick.
A decent effort.
Referee.
Decent effort.
And now referee Mark McIntyre says it deflected off a SEMO player, and it will be another corner kick for Murray State. Foxley again. Serves it in, a high, lovely ball. Goes through though. Murray State still threatening here. And the cross deflected out. Quick throw in over to Bjorkvold. Bjorkvold tried to send it in again. Another throw. In, crosses over, and it's cleared away. Still danger for Southeast Missouri here. Header and two heads collided. Referees indicating to stop the clock.
Nasty little clash of heads there. Both players went hard for the ball and a little clash of heads. Hopefully they'll both be okay.
Both trainers coming out onto the field right now.
Good piece of extended pressure there by Murray State. Couple of corners. Ball getting served in a couple of times. Knockdowns. Some things starting to happen for them. And again, some of the players starting to maybe figure out that you can't just drive the ball down the middle. You've got to be a little bit more patient, get a little bit wider, and draw Southeast Missouri out a little bit, or at least change the angle. Again, Withers is getting locked down by 2-3 players every time, which is very smart by SEMO. Not going to let her beat them. So Murray State's got to figure out what to do. On the SEMO end, they should be extremely happy with what they've done so far. They've defended well. They've created a couple of half chances. And again, I think they're pretty confident in what they're doing. It's a good game. It's a really good game. It's highly competitive and very finely balanced right now.
Definitely so. Both trainers following concussion protocol when it comes to these collisions. And that was Taylor Stevens for Murray State. She's walking over to the bench with a Murray State trainer, as well as Aramilo, who was down earlier for Southeast Missouri.
That's great to see. Both players bounced up, and touch wood, looks like they'll both be okay, and hopefully both able to re-enter the game.
Stevens takes a quick drink and is back on the field. Aramilo still along the sideline. And after the short stoppage of play, referee Mark McIntyre indicating that Aramilo has to head towards the scores table in order to get back in.
Referee should wave both players on if they're comfortable. As soon as the ball gets put in play, he has the ability to wave both players on. They should both be able to get back on the field.
Puts a boot through it. And play resumes here in the Ohio Valley Conference Women's Soccer Championship. Fourth official is keeping both players over by the scores table.
Yeah, the referee should have waved both players on by now. I don't understand that. I have no idea why he hasn't. He hasn't even looked. Should have turned around and just waved both players on as soon as they were ready to come in. Yeah, even the crowd behind me agrees with that statement. Bring them in, about right.
And they finally do. Even the fourth official wasn't quite happy with the a lot of the yelling along the sideline, but both players were out for much longer than needed. And finally, both sides now playing with the full 11.
Hey, it's okay, my dad was a referee and my son's a referee, so I love referees.
Indeed, and ball's out, and it will be a more correction, Southeast Missouri throw-in. Dunga over to Minor. Darga. Correction. Over to Jaramillo. The ball goes off camp for a Murray State throw-in. They tried to take it quickly, but were unable to find anyone. Withers over to Burrows. Burrows with a shove right there. That's a free kick.
Yeah, just a little tap. Nothing there. It was a free kick. Everybody gets excited. Camp and Minor have switched position. Camp is now playing wide right for SEMO, and Minor's playing right up the middle. They did that the other day. They moved their players around man and just trying to create something, a little bit of a different feel to it. So we'll see how that works.
Southeast Missouri, this is dangerous right here. Withers, and the ball's luckily clear, but Southeast Missouri still has to get the defenders back. Shot on, saved by Liers.
Yeah, not the place you want to turn it over. Rhodey's done really well for Seaman sitting the centre back there. She's cleaned up a lot of mess. She took care of that business right there. That's a bad place to give away the ball. They don't want to invite that into them.
Boot set through it. And Southeast Missouri clears it out again. And you can feel the momentum starting to shift more into Murray State's favor here. A lot of starting to become more and more physical. Minor throw-in intended for Minor's unable to find its intended target. Over to Antonacci, correction. Long pass back to Darga. Darga with man open on the side. Gets by one defender but can't get by the other. Yorkville on the attack here, and the pass to Withers goes behind her. Jaramillo, still no substitutes. There is one substitute now getting ready to come on for Southeast Missouri as we head towards the 35th minute mark with 10 minutes left in the first half here at Cutchin Field. A good pass over towards Minor. Lances off the head of Critcher, and it'll be out for a Southeast Missouri State throw-in. And now a substitute. Referee still has his hand up, indicating a substitution coming on for Southeast Missouri. Maddie Cornell coming on for the Skyhawks in replacement of number 22, Natasha Minor. Murray State has a substitute that is ready, but cannot come on until Murray State has possession. Throw-in will be taken by Darga. Darga unable to get the intended pass off. Man is open along the side. Throw-in is to Kempf. Kempf unable to keep it in. And so far, Southeast Missouri keeping their possession in the lower corner. And finally, it's a throw-in for Murray State.
Maddie Cornell, another one of those college Matildas, making away from Australia all the way over here to play, which is great to see. Players from different continents, different countries getting an opportunity here to play in a big game. Love it.
Now Caroline Ashton coming on in replacement of Harriet Withers for Murray State.
Good thing for Murray State, both Ashton, Burrows have pace. They don't have Harriet Withers pace, nobody does, but they have real pace, and they're still going to be dangerous, and they're going to wear people down. This is part of the 90-minute game that goes on. Their job will be to beat down the back four a little bit more, and when the other two come in, they'll be good.
Now it's starting to get a little bit chippy. You got to wonder with the amount of space they have. Everybody's up about 3 feet away from the touch line, especially some of the students closer down to the corner flag.
Everybody gets a little excited over throwing. It's okay, folks. It's a throw-in at midfield. We're okay. It's not a penalty.
An opportunity right there. Unable to come to fruition for Southeast Missouri. Now a long pass by right to Ashton. Ashton shoved, and they do give a free kick to Murray for the shove.
Yeah, needless foul, didn't really go in. Ashton had position on it, just kind of went through her. Nothing nasty, but You know, once Ashton had position there, she just quite comfortable, just let her head the ball on. There was no danger behind her, and that set up another dangerous free kick. All these free kicks and corners kind of wear on you as a back four player.
Critcher sends it long, a line drive. Headed away. Shot is blocked. Shot was coming from Stevens right there. Tip towards Ashton. Ashton lets one rip and it's headed away. Service in. And Southeast Missouri is able to get people in the way of Murray State's shots thus far, with 7 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, really well defended. Love to see players throw their bodies in front of shots, head the ball, block shots. That's a great part of defending that you're meant to do. You don't see it very often.
A long pass along the side towards Camp is intercepted. Over to Burrows, and it's turned over. It's Antonacci over to Camp, and it's clear, and it's taken away by Murray. Long pass to Ashton. Bjorkvold. Bjorkvold's unable to maintain possession. And possession interchanging back and forth.
Wow.
And how do you give a foul call on that?
I have no idea.
After all the physical play.
No idea. Murray State is going to have no success whatsoever hanging onto the ball in the middle of midfield. There are 4 or 5 players every time putting your head down, trying to run through there. Just get the ball, play it earlier, open the game up, spread them around, make them chase, and they'll have success here.
Long ball towards Ashton. Shot by Burrows is blocked. Pass is intercepted by Fry. Over to Ashton. Ashton has the corner here. And a tackle manages to stop that very dangerous play by Ashton. Out the sides comes Kuznakic. Now Murray State with the attack here. Ashton trying to run out here, trying to beat Darga, and Darga manages to get it out, and it will go out for a Murray State throw-in. Man unable to keep it in play.
Getting a little bit tired, SEMO. They got to try and get out of the half 0-0. They've kind of set back now and kind of made it clear that they're quite happy right here with 0-0. Murray State's in the ascendancy, but their quality hasn't been good enough. They step off too slow. They got to move the ball quicker, keep it going, and then we get an opportunity right now. Release it. Just release the ball.
Definitely so. Through pass, dangerous for Bjorkvold. But Bjorkvold barrels it in a little bit towards Darga and wasn't able to come away with a good first touch. Passes into the box to Stevens. Stevens, high cross over to Ashton, and it's saved. Flag up, and they indicated Lierres was out of play when she took possession, and it will be a corner for Murray State with under 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
There you see the influence of Taylor Stevens. Drifted across the field to the right side, got the ball, took it wide. Beautiful ball, far post. Ashton got on the end of it, couldn't quite get enough of it. Keeper made a save. But again, she needs to become more and more influential for Murray State in this game if they're to be successful.
Ashton on the corner. High loft and ball header goes by. And out for another Murray State corner.
There was no question asked and none given in there. I love the commitment of all the players. Everyone's going for the ball, playing hard. Love to see it. A couple of dangerous balls here. Wayne, the SEMO back four are tired. They are now tired. They've been under siege here for 15, 20 minutes. This could be a great time for Murray State to crack them right here.
And Jaramillo took a hit in the box. Crossed in by Foxley. Header on to Burrows. Burrows' shot is blocked. Chip shot, and she puts it over the bar. That was Critcher with the shot, and she put it over the bar. Just an unfortunate touch, and that could have been a huge goal for Murray State right there.
Yeah, that's an opportunity. I know Ali Critcher is a great centre back, but I tell you what, centre back, left back, right back, that thing's got to be in the back of the net. Again, the fatigue's starting to wear here, and it's going to be interesting second half to see if SEMO can regain their energy, because right now Murray State is all over them. They are knocking on the door. They're going to be really happy to hear the halftime whistle, SEMO. And
Southeast Missouri just brought on three substitutes, so fresh legs on for Southeast Missouri here. And it's starting to become more and more physical, and the referee's going to stop play and is going to talk with Darga. Let's see if Mark McIntyre is going to reach into his pocket. He does, and Darga has seen yellow.
I'm sorry, I just don't understand that. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's just totally not necessary. There's no way that's a yellow card in a million years. Not in my opinion. But again, I think part of that is a little bit of fatigue. These girls need to get some rest at halftime because they got to deal with fresh Withers and Richardson second half, and I think that's what the Murray State coaching staff's looking for.
Pritchard with the free kick, and that's going to go over everybody.
Yeah, and that's poor when you got the other team under the caution like this. You got to put that thing right underneath the bar, make the keeper come get it, make them head more balls and defend more balls. But the momentum has 100% switched again. Part of it is fatigue, and a goal right here would be devastating for Murray State. They had a great opportunity, but I got a feeling maybe one more opportunity coming.
Definitely so. Headed down by Kane. It's cleared downfield. Long pass intended for Nelson. And Southeast Missouri is able to squelch that attack. A bad pass though, and Southeast Missouri will have a throw-in with 2 minutes remaining in the first half here in the Ohio Valley Conference Women's Soccer Championship. Long ball headed back into Lears.
Again, just to emphasize, Rhodey's played really well. She's had a terrific game at centre back for SEMO right now and is kind of behind marshalling that back forward. It's bent, hasn't quite broken yet.
Nelson will trying to take a quick throw in, throws it in towards her teammate Antonacci. Cross back towards Antonacci. And back there to collect is Collingridge. Cross in, goes over everybody.
Nice ball in by Darga. Nobody on the end of it. Again, SEMO just flashing a little bit towards the end of the game. Towards the end of the first half, excuse me.
Yeah, and it would be particularly devastating for Southeast Missouri if Darga gets a second yellow. Not only does it send SEMO down to 10 players, but it also takes out one of their best chance makers out of the match.
I'm trying to still figure out what you got a yellow for in the first place. It's shocking.
And winding down with 39 seconds left here in the first half of play here at Cutchin Field. Clearance downfield to Nelson. The buzzer went off for some reason, and now the clock stops.
Wow, it's all happening. All we need is the popcorn and the clowns, so we got a little circus going on right now.
Now there's another injury right by the SEMO bench. It's Jaramillo again.
What?
She just got up and talking with the trainer.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that. 26 years of college coaching, somebody blows the buzzer because somebody's maybe hurt. Wow, okay, first time for everything.
For most soccer scoreboards.
Is that maybe a timeout? Wait, is that timeouts in this game?
Well,
maybe a timeout on the floor. No, I'm just kidding.
As far as I'm concerned, when did soccer have any timeouts?
I have no idea what's going on. Like I said, it's that's shocking to me. I'm sure the Murray State coaches are not going to be overly thrilled with the person that pressed the buzzer on the bench there.
Yeah, so a rare drop ball right there. Southeast Missouri tried to collect it, and Murray tried to create a chance. And the final seconds winding down here in the first half of play here at Cutchin Field on the campus of Murray State in southern Kentucky. We will head to the half. It is still even, honors even, between Southeast Missouri and Murray State here in the Ohio Valley Conference Championship game.
Yeah, just a quick analysis of the first half. SEMO started very well. Got their three dangerous players, Minor, Mann, and Kampf into the game. As the game progressed, last 15 minutes, Murray took over the game. Again, I think fatigue's a factor. They're tired of chasing players around the field. Murray State pulled out Withers and Richardson, give them a rest. Burrows and Ashton did a nice job of keeping the pressure on. They should be up 1-0. Had a great chance from Critcher, but it's almost even. It's going to be a great second half. Really good game, Wayne. Really good tempo. Lots of energy, lots of effort. We just need a little bit more quality, and we'll have ourselves a champion.
indeed. So it's all to play for in the second half here. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned for the second half of the Ohio Valley Conference Women's Soccer Championship game here on the Ohio Valley Conference Digital Network. And the second half is underway here at Cutchin Field. Murray State now attacking to our left, SEMO attacking to our right. And a quick pass back towards, pass right through the legs over to Fry. Fry over to Withers, and a tip pass intended for White is intercepted. Man over to Kampf, and she clears that out into the press area.
I think one of the keys to the start of the second half will see if Murray State can spread out the SEMO midfield a little bit and find space. They're getting nothing right down the middle of the field. It's locked in tight, very well organized SEMO defense. They're going to have to open them up a little bit, look to play a little wider, maybe be a little bit more patient.
Definitely so. Quick pass back to Darga, who got a yellow card in the first half, now playing with a yellow. Has to be very careful here. Long pass goes intended for man, goes out for a goal kick.
Look at both teams. I think you can see already that the 4-1-4-1 is evident for SEMO, and Murray State still in their diamond. Be interesting again if they can push their diamond plays a little bit wider, give it a little bit more support higher up the field, drag back those Southeast Missouri players even further into their own half, which will neglect anything they can do going forward then. Excuse me.
Especially since play has been so focused into the center of the field.
Yeah, it's packed in there. It's crowded, and too many touches are going to just make you lose the ball. If you win the ball in the middle of the field, you got to get it. You got to knock it out wide. You got to relieve pressure, and then there's got to be movement up front to give you something to go to.
Passes back over to Blankenheim. Blankenheim finds Antonacci. Pass over to Kampf, and it's cleared away by Murray State.
Both back fours have played well, been solid. Nothing spectacular, nothing fancy, no real mistakes, and both look comfortable under pressure right now.
Kampf, and the pass is cleared away. Poor touch right there. Withers was looking to take that ball all the way back and threaten the goal of Lears. Man on the side. Pass over to Antonacci. Antonacci over to Darga. To Man. Man, long pass back to Antonacci. Over to Blankenheim. Antonacci got tripped up there, nothing given by the referee, and it's cleared out by Murray State.
Nice tidy sequence by SEMO, connect 6-7 passes, get some people forward to join in. That's a little bit better from them, a little more patience.
And now Southeast Missouri definitely beginning to threaten here. They just need to get more shots on net. Man with a nifty move, and the cross here over to Minor. It goes in and out of the box. Minor trying to lose her defender Foxley, and it'll be out for a throw-in. Kuznakic on the side as well as Kampf. They'll pass it into Kampf, back to Minor, and that goes out for another throw-in.
Just clever from Minor, trying to get a corner, but got a throw-in instead. Just comfortable, just hanging on to it, no rush.
Definitely so. Throwing into Antonacci. And it's into a crowd of Murray State defenders. Deflection right there by Blankenheim. Shot saved, cleared out of play. A good block right there by Devine.
Too cute, too clever from Lissy right there. Instead of just getting that ball out of danger, put Fox in a lot of trouble. Kampf did really well. Devine did great in the end to block that. Don't need to play around like that in your back. Just get it safe.
It's cleared out of play. Throw in for Jaramillo. Correction. And a violet.
Foul throw, wow. We're getting a little bit of everything today.
Definitely seems so. It'll be a Foxley will take over on the throw-in.
The game is so tight over here. Someone's got to get a grip and open the game up. It's not going to go anywhere.
Definitely so. Camp trying to run over to get that pass, had no chance. Withers back to White. And SEMO gets a turnover. Blankenheim. Pass along the side to Mann. Mann, first touch is too hard. And now here comes Murray State. Long pass. Just out of the long reach of Withers. And Southeast Missouri, all they can do is clear it out of play. And they finally do get a clearance down the side. Collected by Fry over to White. Withers back to White. Pass back to Wright. White unable to get the pass as Mann just clears it out.
Richardson's got to get involved. Stevens have got to get involved for Murray. It's it's a little bit static right now. Withers has got a shadow who is Mearsall following her everywhere, and they've got somebody tucked in behind her giving cover. So again, Richardson's got to become a big factor here and get a hold of the game and look to exploit the space that Withers is creating by dragging 2 players away.
Long throw into Kampf. Pass back to Antonacci. And just a long clearance that rolls out of play. And a throw-in that will be taken by, not by Critcher, but rather Fry. Quick throw-in. And Southeast Missouri has possession now. Pass over to Kuznakic. Back to Jaramillo. And it's Minor. Along the side, good clearance right there by Foxley.
Yeah, very solid by Foxley there. But again, good patience from SEMO, driving back. Murray into their own final third.
Jaramillo to quick corner, and finally a corner for Southeast Missouri, their first corner of the match.
Clever. They've been playing for that for a couple of minutes. They got it. Let's see what they can do with it. Again, they've got some size here. Rhodey's coming up from the back. Will be a dangerous factor here. Man.
Everybody in the box for Murray State on this corner. Blankenheim will take it.
Near post is wide open.
Pass into possession of Steigerwald. Steigerwald looking for a quick counterattack here. Up the side comes Richardson. Only 3 back for Southeast Missouri. This could be dangerous. Richardson gets a turn. Shot on wide.
Great effort. Well done by Steigerwald. Claimed the corner comfortably through Richardson. Richardson took 60 yards of pace. Couldn't quite get the bend on the ball she needed. Cut inside, just trying to bend that ball and tuck it into the far post. Didn't quite get enough shape on it, but a nice effort. A dangerous counter there from Murray State, showing what they can do. SEMO's got to be very careful. Well done by Steigerwald. Saw the opportunity early, gave it to her, and she was gone.
Lears with the goal kick. Sends it downfield. Murray State able to capitalize on some bad touches by Southeast Missouri. Pass back to Foxley. Alongside to Richardson. Richardson beats her defender. Looking for the cross here. And is unable to get the cross, but a corner, the 7th corner of the match already for Murray State.
Right on cue, Taylor Richardson gets involved. Talking about getting her involved in the game, having her become more of a factor. And she's just done that, and that's important for them. That's going to free up Withers because they're going to have to pay more attention to Withers and to Richardson, excuse me.
Corner in by Withers. Unable to reach up there. And it'll be a goal kick for Southeast Missouri.
Dangerous delivery. Looking for a far post runner, come flying into the end there to finish that. Keeper was lost, and gets her. Again, Murray State, dangerous counterattack team, and SEMO's got to be very careful. Pushed a ton of players forward on the set piece and got caught out.
You don't need to ask too many people about how dangerous a Murray State counterattack can be. We saw it at the end of the match, their semifinal match against Morehead State, when Withers got the winner there. And speaking of Withers, here she comes right there. Unable to collect the ball though. Possession still in. Here's a cross over to Richardson. Richardson can't get a good header on it. Stevens passes over to Langster. And it'll go out here for another goal kick.
Decent idea by Aaron Langster. Probably would have been better served by turning and getting the ball out wide. But again, Richardson starting to to put her in. Natasha Miner's doing an unbelievable amount of work. She's now tracking Taylor Richardson, so she's almost playing right back here, and there's no way she's going to get up the field and support the attack. So SEMO is kind of laying out their tactics early, and Miner's, you know, covering 60, 70 yards every time they get the ball. It's interesting.
So Southeast Missouri had definitely a good chance in the first 10 minutes, but it seems that it's still favorable momentum for Murray State as we have our first substitution of the half, and it will be Yorkville coming in for White. Hard to collect a high kick right there, trying to bring it down. Long pass out towards Mann. Mann sends it in, and Steigerwald collects. That was a dangerous kick right there by Mann to keep it, not just keep it in play, but get a good cross into the box.
Steigerwald's very good in her handling, looks very comfortable, very confident. Young player, she's only going to get better too. A little bit more strength in the weight room in the spring, and she looks like a terrific prospect.
A quick throw in, and Murray State looked like it wasn't quite ready for it. Richardson tried to attack here. Here's Kampf.
1 against 7. Did really well. She's done really well all tournament. It's literally 1 against 7 there, and she hangs on to it and plays off a nice ball.
Murray State has been doing a very good job of getting numbers back to counter these attacks here. Long pass looked like it was intended for Richardson. A long pass out to Mann. Yorkville keeps it in over to Withers, and it's tipped out for a throw. Pass over to Stevens. Cleared away to Fry. Over
Need
to
some
right.
width. There they go. They need width. They need more width. This ball's got to stay wide.
Boxley with Rue. Richardson along the side. He's going to cross it in. Not a good clearance right there, and not a good back service to get back into the box. Miner trying to get it cleared. They failed to do so. It's still in the the defensive half for Southeast Missouri, and now Murray has to get numbers back. Mann unable to get a good attack going, and Southeast Missouri just simply gives it back to Murray. Both teams starting to play much more aggressively as the time progresses, looking for their first oh my goodness, Ohio Valley Conference title in quite some time.
Nice run earlier by Foxley. Got down the left side, served a lovely ball in. They're going to look for more of that from her. Again, stretch it out, make them chase.
Long pass there. Still in possession, still in play. And referee indicates play on.
It's wide open now. Fatigue is really starting to kick in early. Richardson's in.
Richardson looking for a target. Withers service in the box, unable to get there is Stevens. And it'll be a goal kick.
The problem SEMO is facing is simple. Every time they play the ball up front, it's 1 against 4 or 5. Impossible to hang on to it. Murray State wins it and gives another wave of attack. They're going to connect sooner or later here. Ball was 3-4 inches from Stevens there, and she would have took that down. She would have smashed that thing home. But the Kampf is working really hard. She needs more support from Antonucci, and they need to get more people up the field. If they're going to defend, they need to drop back deeper. If they're trying to win the game, they need to support higher. They're kind of caught half and half right now. Murray State is kind of all over them.
Of course, as Murray State gets possession back after a squandered chance, Richardson makes a defender miss. Stevens unable to get a good touch right there. And that's just been the case for Murray. They're just one touch away from getting a great opportunity on goal.
Lovely 1-2 between Richardson and Stevens. Last touch let it down, but nicely worked and nicely broken down. Referee swallowed his whistle all of a sudden when there is a foul.
He's playing advantage in favor of Murray. Dangerous play here for Lancaster, and it's cleared out of play, and it will be a throw-in. Quick throw-in intended for Withers and cleared away. Kampf up by herself, up along the field. Kampf with no support whatsoever.
That's brilliant hold of play by Kampf. I can't say it anymore. That's brilliant hold of play by her.
Antonacci over the man. Man with the pass back to Darga. Darga still playing with a yellow card from earlier. Touch, out of play, and that correction, that was Blankenheim with that touch.
There was so much space now in midfield. Game's kind of opening up and holes appearing everywhere. Key is, can Murray State get it to Stevens in the hole where she can turn and be dangerous?
And a free kick awarded to Murray State. 2 substitutes waiting to check in for Southeast Missouri.
Game's very stretched, and we've still got 30 minutes to go, so it's going to be interesting here.
Critcher with a low line drive, kicked away by Blankenheim. Richardson turns around her defender. And both teams still trying to fight physically, and now two substitutes will be coming on for the Red Hawks. Jordan Nelson and Abby Clintworth coming on for Southeast Missouri here as we have just past the 62nd minute mark here in this match. Poor touch right there, and it is going to roll out for a throw-in. Quick throw. Murray State taking their time here.
Withers is too tight to Richardson there. She's got to get out of it. She's got to get all the way where Richardson's looking to create a little room for space, and Withers is in the way. She needs to reposition herself. She's just kind of stuck in no person's land there.
Another throw in. This will be taken by Fry. Throws it into Richardson. Richardson lays it off to Withers. And there's 3 defenders around Withers taking the ball away. And Southeast Missouri hasn't been in their attacking half for the past 5 minutes or so. Quick pass back to Foxley. Foxley, throw in favor of Murray. Throw in to Stevens, over to Langster. Langster looking for Bjorkville. Good tackle right there. Flags down, shot saved.
Great save. Great save by the keeper. Lovely ball by Lissy Wright, great step in. Ball kind of ran just a little bit away from Stevens. She didn't quite get enough on it. Keeper made a terrific save. Best chance of the game so far.
Laird sparking orders at her defense to make sure that doesn't happen again. She definitely knows the next time that could happen, it could be a 1-0 lead for Murray State.
Yeah, great ball by Lissy Wright. Good composure. Most players would have just put their head down and hammered that, but she played a quality ball on the ground at Stevens' feet. She just couldn't quite get it tight enough to her feet to finish it. Good opportunity.
Miner with a bit of a nutmeg on Langster. And Witcher takes it down. Another tackle right there by Kuznakic. Pass back to Darga. Kuznakic.
There is 65 yards, 70 yards between these 2 back fours right now. This game is as stretched as you could want, which will make for an entertaining game.
Indeed. Miner. Over to Clintworth. Clintworth with a bit of speed, cleared out of play by number 7 Devine. Another Southeast Missouri substitution, and it's Collingridge coming on for Antonacci.
Missel's done a nice job on Withers. That's difficult to track a player all game with that speed. Very, very hard to do. Give her a lot of credit. She hasn't had to breathe. And I'll tell you what, Harriet Withers needs 1 chance and this game's over.
That touch, and into the hands of Steigerwald. That could have been costly.
Yeah, almost jinxed her by said her hands were good. No, she's been very solid. Just a little bit of a mishandle, but no problem.
Who can say how many times the curse of the commentator has seemed to change this match? Quick pass by Camp. Over to Cullen Ridge.
So much space. So much space now.
Space now. Weathers. Weathers is dangerous in space. And Jaramillo smartly clears it away.
Fox has become a force down the left side here. She's getting forward now at will. And that could be costly to SEMO. They're going to have to be aware of that. Coaches have given her the opportunity to get forward at will, and she's done that. SEMO's playing with one up front here, and the rest of their players are way tucked in behind the ball. So when they get it, it's difficult for them to build. And Murray State, every time they win these balls, they pump out. Going to keep pressure on here.
Withers is coming out, and Burrows will come in for her. Richardson along the side. Cleared into the crowd. Southeast Missouri clears that into the crowd. Richardson throws it in. Over to Stevens. Stevens gets it off a Southeast Missouri player, and it is a corner.
Keep your eyes on Devine here. And Critcher.
Foxley will step up to take the corner here. Over by the Murray State basketball team, it looks like, hanging out along the fence.
Near post. Near post. A little bit of an outswing with the left foot, but keep your eye on Critcher and Devine.
Low liner. Good header away by Southeast Missouri. Had a chance for a quick counter possibly, but they'll have to get numbers back. Foxley along the side, crosses it over, unable to connect with Stevens, and Lancaster will watch it roll out of play for a throw-in.
Two top shelf delivers there from Foxley. Corner, beautiful ball in. Second strike, beautiful ball in. Again, she's starting to become a factor on the attack in the end here. It's almost like she's kind of playing wide left midfield, even though she's still tucked in. There's so much space out here that I think they figured out that there's an opportunity. Richardson's definitely a factor now. Started getting to the game.
Definitely so.
SEMO is tucked in deep. They are tucked in. I tell you what, they'll be awful careful they don't give away the first goal here.
They're lucky that no Murray State players were there. Otherwise, that would have been blasted on goal. Lears puts her boot through it. Clear enough to put Fry back on the back end. Cross in towards Burrows. Burrows falls down. Referee's not calling anything at this point. Ball takes an odd bounce over by Minor. Foxley over to Lancaster. Lancaster unable to keep it in play as it deflected off a Murray State player.
Still under 22. Gonna be interested to see what changes either the coaches make now. Tactically, games firmly set into SEMO's half. They haven't created enough good, clear-cut chances yet, but it's a dangerous game for SEMO. They're obviously comfortable in what they're doing, but this is a dangerous game. Sitting back with 20-something minutes to go.
And they're being outdone in almost every category with the exception of saves. 10 shots in favor for Murray, 3 of them on goal, and 8 corners. So the ball has been firmly in SEMO's defensive half for the majority of the match.
They've just got nobody up front. I mean, and they're playing with one, and again, they're comfortable. Their coaches know what they're trying to do, but it's going to be very, very difficult for them to man an attack here. Just keeping possession in your own half is not going to get it done. Simple turnover. This is dangerous. She's one-on-one. If she can turn her, she's in. Great defender.
Dangerous by Richardson. Richardson, not at all.
No. Some of the crowd liked it. I didn't like it at all. Good referee in there. Nothing there at all.
And quite frankly, for me, I didn't like it either.
No. Well defended, really well defended, because she was one-on-one last play. Then if she'd have turned it, she'd have been in. Well defended. Definitely no foul.
Ball deflects off Nelson for a Murray State throw-in. Sent downfield. skied up. Kampf able to put her head on it, but sent back into the Southeast Missouri defense and scooped up by Lears again.
20 minutes left, a lot of time left. It's important neither team panics right now. Just keep doing what they're trying to do. And again, like Southeast Missouri looks like they've set up their stall for 0-0. Looking to counter, possibly, maybe get a set piece for a goal. Murray State needs to find a little bit more cutting edge in the final third. Got all the possession in the world and all the opportunities, but they're not really going anywhere.
Physicality is definitely picking up. We're hearing a lot of shouting from both sets of supporters, both wearing red and gold today, appealing for fouls. The referee is not giving much.
No, nothing there at all. A little bit of a tangle. Come back from an offside position there. That's a bad place to turn it over. Referee bailed her out a little bit.
Foul given to Murray State, a free kick. And it was Collingridge who was called for the foul. Quick pass on to Stevens, unable to maintain possession.
Take it, Caitlin!
And that was Kuznakic. And bad touch right there. Nelson. 5 back for Murray. Long pass out to Minor, and it is cleared out. It will be Murray State throwing as it hit Minor last.
Just a little miscommunication there between Critcher and Bjorkvall. No big deal. Again, it's 1 against 5 when she gets it. It's very difficult to go anywhere. You know, these young ladies, Minor, Mann, Camphy, Antonucci, they're all working unbelievably hard for SEMO. And again, a little bit of that travel is going to kick in now. Murray State should be the fresher of the two.
Ashton has returned to the match for Murray State, as well as Blankenship for Southeast Missouri. And now Southeast Missouri trying to edge their way towards possibly getting another corner. They've only gotten 1 so far. Aramilov with the throw-in and unable to maintain possession. Minor being hassled down there by a ton of Murray State defenders. 18 minutes left in the match here at Cutchin Field.
Better choice maybe for Critcher there is just to connect it to Maisie Fry, let Maisie Fry connect it into midfield, and they can actually build something. Little hopeful ball there that Burroughs had no chance to chase down.
And Angie Mann coming back into the match for Southeast Missouri as Lears gets set for the goal kick. You can imagine what exactly will happen if one of these teams scores for either side. You can imagine how loud this place could get. Throw in for Murray State. High boot right there by Bjorkvall. And quick pass right there. Fighting for the ball. And the pass just goes through everyone. Langster running over, and it's cleared out of play. Foxley looking for Langster. Instead finds Ashton, and it will be a throw in for Southeast Missouri. Minor keeps the ball in play. Assistant referee kept his flag down. Critcher high in the box to Ashton, and it's scooped up by Lears.
Well defended. 2 center backs just sealed off Ashton there, made it easy for the goalkeeper. Very nicely done. Yeah, maybe just better off just playing that ball into feet, playing nice and simple, keeping the attack going, let it build up a little bit. Not going to play the killer pass every time.
Now, with it being still scoreless and still tied here as we head towards the final 15 minutes of regulation, what exactly would you be trying to look for as the crowd makes a lot of noise after a missed tackle by Clintworth?
Well, SEMO's looking to score off a set piece. They're looking to score off a set piece or a counter. I think it's going to be unbelievably hard for a score. It's 1 against 5 right now back there. For Murray State, they've just got to be patient. They've just got to connect the ball, play one more pass, look to open it up a little bit, look to make them chase around. There's some chances coming. They have a long time to go. And again, SEMO is they've set their stall out. That's perfect. Nothing wrong with that. They're comfortable, know what they're trying to do. Murray State's got to find a little bit of quality here. Got to connect. Can't settle for shots like that. They've got to do a little better.
Shot on goal right to the keeper.
Decent effort by Ashton. Didn't get all of it. Nice step in, but they've got to produce. They're not gonna score from 40 yards. Just a little through ball, maybe a little angled pass, a little run outside, something like that, just to connect it and break them down.
And long kick. Nelson back there trying to hassle a turnover. That hit off of her hands, and that'll be a free kick.
But if you look on the opposite side of the field there, the right side is wide open. It's wide open. Maisie Fry's got 50 yards of space in front of her. Just get it and switch it around there.
Boot put through by Foxley. Sent back into the defensive half of Murray. Long pass to Ashton. Unable to maintain control. Passes over to right to Foxley.
That's what you want to see right there. That's exactly what you want to see. Great penetrating run.
Ashton cross.
She's in. Ooh. Great run again. Foxley, the catalyst of that whole run. Good ball in by Ashton.
A good look right there, trying to find Bjorkville. Trying to get a opportunity to score, as we see 3 substitutes, 2 for Southeast Missouri and 1 for Murray State. Witcher is coming back on and replacing Ashton.
One chance is what Withers needs. One chance. Mia Sola's done a fantastic job on her. Hasn't let her breathe. But she needs one opportunity of something to run onto, or one little nick in, and she'll make something happen. On the other end again, Murray State better be very careful here. SEMO's very dangerous off set pieces. But right now they're playing with 10 behind the ball, and they're comfortable doing that. It's, again, coach's choice.
And a free kick awarded to Murray State.
Yeah. Don't want to invite pressure onto yourself, you know, unless you're really comfortable, have a little bit of an outlet too. It's a long way to go. 13 minutes left. This may not be the first ball. Somebody's got to look for the second ball knockdown here, a little half chance, and look to get on the end of it.
High ball sent into the box, and it will roll out for a Murray State corner.
You know, as a striker there, you want to go up big, not necessarily win the ball, but at least get the center back to make a mistake or knock it down. The second player in can come in and bury it. Same thing on the corner. You may not be the goal scorer off the initial chance, but the second chance coming in is where somebody's got to get on the end of this. Again, another in-swinger ball. She's had a great second half, Rachel Foxley. She needs to whip this ball in left peg, and again, just got to get across your player and get some kind of connection.
Foxley with the high ball off the corner. Unable to keep it in the box. They'll try to send it in again. Still up in the air. Ball comes towards the feet of Witcher. Unable to find it. And that could have been dangerous right there if Hamarillo was not there.
Yeah, she dealt with that well, because I'll tell you what, I think it was Burrows was closing in on her really quickly.
Looking for the cross. There it is. And it will go out of play for a goal kick. 11 shots for Murray, 4 of them on goal. All 4 of them saved by the goalkeeper, Leers. As we approach the 80th minute here at Cutchin Field, Burrows will be coming out, and on will come number 5 for Murray State.
So now you've got Richardson and Withers together again up front. Final push for Murray State, last 11 minutes. Got their best 2 strikers on, seeing if they can win the game. Again, you've got Minor almost playing right back now. Camps drop deeper. That's you've definitely got no question what SEMO's trying to do. Sometimes people are critical of that, about people sitting back. Those are people who've never played the game or don't understand the game. They're comfortable in what they're doing. This is what they do, and they are playing on the road.
That's a bad touch right there. Witcher has a chance here. Shot too soft.
Yeah, didn't connect at all there with us.
Good job, Kendra. Let's save that kid.
Needs to keep going there. Use of pace, create one more step.
And a high ball. Odd touch right there, but Murray State's able to keep possession. Stevens. Long pass over to Bjorkville, but Bjorkville's unable to get a good pass off. Along the side towards Kampf. Kampf keeps it in front of her. Long pass over to Mann, but it was behind her. And a big collision right there. A free kick awarded to Murray State. 10 minutes left in the match here between Murray and Southeast Missouri. The winner is declared the Ohio Valley Conference champion and will be going to the College Cup. Free kick is headed away. Mann unable to get a good touch on it. Murray State trying to mount an attack here. Langster trying to get by Minor, sends it into the box, headed away, over to Stevens. Stevens over to Bjorkvold, and rolls out for a goal kick.
Stevens has struggled a little bit in the second half to get into the flow of the game. She's worked really hard and tried to find a ball, but just, you know, needs to become more dynamic. Right there, I'd love to see her get a hold of the ball, get at somebody, create something happen. She's got that much ability.
You can start to sense that tension building in the air, Ian, as we approach the end of normal time here at Cutchin Field. And you got to imagine it's going to be amped up when we go to a golden goal rule in extra time.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get there. I think there's something coming here. In the next 10 minutes, something's going to happen, just my own personal feel. But I agree with you. It's, you know, nothing worse than coaching in a situation like this where, you know, you look at 8 minutes to dictate what you've done so far in your life as a player and as a coach. So you just got to keep your cool and keep playing. You just got to keep playing. I got a feeling something's coming here.
Quick sub for Murray. Shot deflected, and it will go out for a corner.
Again, I can't give enough credit to the SEMO players who've worked really hard in their back four, but now they are really under the cosh. It's adrenaline and things like that are keeping them going. You can tell they are physically tired, and Murray State here has just got to find a way to unlock the door. They got to find somebody to get on the end of something. Somebody's got to make an individual play to do something here. They've had enough possession, enough half chances.
Foxley looking to send it a line drive over to White, unable to connect. And Southeast Missouri tried to mount a counterattack, but Murray's able to collect. Richardson unable to keep the ball down. Stevens. And it's tipped away, and Lears will cover it up.
Great idea. Didn't quite come off for her, but it was a little bit more like it. Turn the corner, trying to create something to win the game. I'd rather see that out of her than just get it knocked wide.
Sends it downfield. Foxley glances off Antonacci. Mann over to Konakic, and a long ball that's going to roll and go out of play for a goal kick.
Again, very hard for SEMO to go anywhere when they win it in these midfield areas. I've got all their players behind the ball and not really going to have the ability to build something constructive. They've got no target to play to. So Murray State's kind of going, they're just running at them and running at them and running at them. They're just, they just got to find again. Something's got to happen. They've got to connect on a pass just inside the box. Somebody's got to bang one in from 25 yards. Somebody needs to do something here to win the game.
Mann unable to collect possession for Murray. Moves it back downfield. Mann unable to get a first touch on it.
Yeah, hopeful balls down the middle of the field are not exactly what Murray State are looking for.
Kampf able to win the ball, but loses it. SEMO maintains possession. Konakic over to Antonacci, and that's got to be a foul.
Yeah, silly challenge on the wrong side of the ball there, and reaches across and fouls, and cleverly done, I think, by Antonacci there to get the free kick, and up come the dangerous players. Rhodey's getting in the box, and they gave up a goal similar to this. Murray State on Friday against Moorhead State off a set piece. We've got to be a little more patient there. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. There's a chance for them to get players forward. Murray State's got all 11 players back.
If Murray are able to get the free kick down, they should be able to mount a quick counterattack here.
They got nobody up front though. All their 11 players are back. Good shot by the keeper.
Goal into
Great
Segerwald's hands, and There will not be a quick throw from Steigerwald. Everyone will get back for Southeast Missouri.
Again, that's disappointing free kick there when you put all your players forward and you don't give anything to get on the end of or anything to chase or anything to fight for. Just an easy take for the keeper. It's, you know, you're a little dejected there as a centre back of chased 9 players all day and run forward 60 yards and you get that kind of service. It's got to be better than that.
Throw in awarded to Southeast Missouri.
Come on, Hawk!
Darga gets the throw. Quick pass, gets a tip. And it's cleared away by Murray up to Withers. This could be dangerous, but Southeast Missouri is able to handle it. They have to get back though. Langster has space. Passes behind Richardson though.
She's just got to get that down and just connect it. She's just got to connect it to Richardson so he's one-on-one. She's got the pace to turn.
Devine over to Richardson again. Starting to get a little bit more physical. You're seeing a lot more grabbing. Richardson. Have to be careful here, the cross, and it just peters out.
Right idea by Richardson. Spun around, spun 2 players there. Just couldn't quite catch up to it, but it's better and getting into a dangerous area there.
And Burrows is coming back on, and out comes Withers with 4 minutes remaining in normal time here at Cutchin Field. Unless Murray or SEMO can mount a last-minute attack and find the back of the net, it looks like we will be going to extra time here. Cross downfield.
You got to be patient. Got so much space. There you go. Patience, patience, patience.
Along the side, and the quick pass intended for Stevens is able to be intercepted by Murray.
I'd like to see Langster get higher for Murray State here, and like to see Foxley tuck in behind it. There's so much space.
Fry to White. Quick pass intended for Stevens, doesn't find the target immediately. And Southeast Missouri trying to look for one last push as we approach the 3 minutes remaining mark.
Great header.
Good header right there by Critcher. Called a Southeast Missouri player sleeping. Minor. Possession taken away. It's Langster. Quick pass over to Burrows. Burrows has a chance here. Shot blocked. And deflected out for a corner.
Nice burst there by Burrows. Got on the end, couldn't quite create the angle for herself to finish the chance, but a nice little effort to cut inside and have a go there.
Foxley will take the corner again.
Again, said it all day. Keep your eye on Devine and keep your eye on Critcher. Those are the 2.
Low line drive, headed away into the possession of Southeast Missouri. You see a quick strike right here by Devine. Southeast Missouri says absolutely not. White with a shove in the box. Referee can't really call that at that part of the field. Quick pass over to Devine. Shot blocked. And now we're under 2 minutes from the end of normal time here. High lofting ball. Man tried to attack it and it's cleared out of play for a throw-in.
Again, credit SEMO, finding a way to block shots, finding a way to throw their body on the line. Anything they've got to do to stay in this game. Anything. They are hanging on right now. 90 seconds left. That's a better ball.
That's a good ball. That's dangerous right there. Richardson.
He's going inside. He is going inside all day.
She does. Tipped away. Stevens.
Oof.
Heavy tackles coming in for Southeast Missouri.
She does not need to be carrying the ball there. No, that's a bad decision by Critcher.
That's a shove, and that's going to be a free kick.
Silly decision by Ali Critcher there. She should have got rid of that ball a long time ago.
The 1 minute call is made. Unless one of these teams can create a chance, we will be heading to extra time here.
SEMO's got 1 against 6 right now. I think some of those young ladies are like, listen, I'm not getting up there. And that's poor. But you know what? They've got enough pace here. Look out.
Got enough pace.
Great tackle.
This is similar to what happened on Friday. Crosses into the box. Burrows has to find a cross here. 20 seconds remaining. White.
Hit it.
On to Lankster. Lankster's not in a good position, and that's a poor decision. The ball's cleared. Murray State may not have enough time to get a shot off. Good slide tackle right there. Referee's not going to call anything, and Southeast Missouri will hold on, and we will be heading to extra time here at Cutchin Field between Southeast Missouri and Murray State. It will be extra time. Whoever scores wins the Ohio Valley Conference Women's Soccer Championship. We will take a short break. We will be right back with you here on the OVC Digital Network. Back, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting set for the first period of extra time here at Cutchin Field in the Ohio Valley Conference Women's Soccer Championship between Southeast Missouri and Murray State. The statistics show that Murray State seemed to have the edge in terms of shots and corners, but it's been a bit equal so far. Both teams having some decent chances so far, Ian.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, 25 minutes ago, SEMO set their stall out. They were quite happy to take this to 0-0. You know, they've obviously been in 7 draws all year. They're very well coached, very well organized, blocked a lot of shots. Murray State totally in the ascendancy. Be interesting. It's 2 10-minute periods, golden goal. For those who are not familiar with the rules, first goal wins. Unlike pro soccer where they play all the overtime, this is you score, you win. It's a great way to win and a horrible way to lose. So we'll see 2 10-minute periods. If it goes any further than that, it'll go into a shootout, which we'll talk about. But one chance, one piece of brilliance, one mistake, one anything right now. Doesn't matter how you get it, just get it, either team.
And you could sense just the nervous energy around the field for Red Hawk fans and Murray State Racer fans.
Wait, I'm nervous. I got nothing to do with the game, and I'm nervous. It's, you know, it's been a good game. Everybody's played hard. Everybody's competed well. There's been some chances. Not wide open in terms of shots on goal and things like that, but what do you expect? This is a championship game. You know, it's no one's going to roll over. No one's going to lay down. Tactically, I would imagine SEMO will do exactly the same. They have got 3 players who could win the game, and simply put, for Murray State, they need somebody to finish something. They need somebody to turn, bang one in. Like I said, been a lot of set pieces have come to nothing. So 10 minutes of excitement. Here we go.
And both teams will be attacking these in the same direction as they did in the second half of normal time. So Murray State will be attacking to our left, SEMO to our right. What's at stake here? Southeast Missouri looking for their first Ohio Valley Conference Championship since repeating as champions in 2006 and 2007. And Natasha Miner threatening here. This could be big. Shot saved by Steigerwald.
Well, welcome to overtime. For those who just grabbed a quick drink, you shouldn't have. Miner ran through 5 players there. I thought she was going to win the game. Didn't quite have the angle. Great save by Steigerwald, but wake up Murray State, huh?
Murray State was caught sleeping there. And if man got a better touch on that, they would have been, Southeast Missouri could have been away there.
Look out, look out. Ooh, I tell you what, a little nervy. And right away you can see now, SEMO's changed their tactics. Man up front, Miner right down the middle, Camphy kind of tucked in behind, trying to win the game. Totally different approach.
Definitely so. In just the first minute of extra time here at Cutchin Field, it has been chances for both sides thus far.
Interesting to see Withers isn't out on the field, Wayne, to start with. Burrows is still in there. Withers is still on the sideline. Interesting decision by the coaches there.
Cross is cleared away to Lankster. Lankster, long pass over to Bjorkville. And some rough touches right there, sending it back and forth by SEMO. Miner unable to win the ball here. White and Camp fought for the ball momentarily, with Camp being able to win the battle.
And right away, as I say that, you see SEMO now has got no one up front.
And that's definitely going to be interesting. SEMO could potentially be playing for penalties. That reflects what happens in terms of success for them on penalty kill. The penalties they have saw in the tournament thus far was against Jacksonville State, and they managed to win that match in the penalty shootout as they are fighting for the ball here. Here's Man.
Minor's taken off. It's one-on-one at the back. She can get it there. Couldn't quite get it there. That was dangerous. Again, I said this the other day. The work rate of these young ladies up front is unreal. It's unreal.
No one can really imagine being in this position. Stevens, chip shot will go wide.
That did not miss by much. And I'll tell you, if that had been on frame, I think we'd have seen a celebration running around right now. She attempted to put that thing in the 90, didn't quite get it there. Decent effort.
And who knows, there's people still collected around the pitch. If there happened to be a goal for either side, we could see a pitch invasion.
Oh, I would lay a lot of money on you if I'm going to see a pitch invasion. Either way, like it should be. Hopefully nobody gets fined 50 grand by the NCAA for doing that or by the conference.
Of course, referring to the famous some of the famous rules about storming the field in football and basketball. The SEC is one of those conferences that does fine schools for storming the court.
Look
Shot
out.
right there, and it goes high.
Decent effort by Richardson. Again, looking to spin to the right side, cutting inside, and looking to finish.
And Jordan Nelson's coming on for Angie Mann for Southeast Missouri.
I expect to see a lot of substitutions from Southeast Missouri. 30 seconds of time. If they're looking to bleed the clock a little bit, that's going to need some of the time up.
Definitely so. We've played about 4 minutes of extra time here. It is still 0-0 between Southeast Missouri and Murray State.
I want to give the referee credit in the second half. Thought I was a little rough on him in the first half. I didn't think he was very good. In the second half, I thought he was terrific. Very consistent. Really did a good job there. Maybe he was feeling the nerves too of a championship game.
Throw in by Darga. That's a bad touch here. Look out.
Dangerous. If she gives it to Langston, she's in.
Langston
This is
has
the
an edge.
opportunity.
The opportunity for Langston. Shot saved.
Great save.
And that is out for a corner.
Not sure why she took it with the right foot. Not sure why she went with the outside of the right foot when she should have gone with the left foot.
And they have to stop play. A Southeast Missouri player is down. Trainers being waved on here.
Should have hit it with the left foot. Easy to say. It's an easy game from up here, an easy game on the side, but that's an opportunity. You just got to smash. Put your foot through the back of the ball with your left foot there. Hammer that thing in the back of the net. Keeper did well in the end to get down.
Definitely so, and it looks like can't really tell who is the player down for Southeast Missouri. Took the brunt of that shot. Shot a little bit of the leg of Richardson on the follow through.
Terrific build-up play by Burrows there. Ran at the defender, committed the defender, slid Langston in, and yeah, just couldn't quite wrap her foot around it. Great opportunity to win the game, but again, still a set piece here.
Yes, indeed, a corner kick coming up for Murray State, and that was number 3, Mercial, hobbling off right now.
Mercial's had a great game. I hope she's okay. She's had a fantastic game. She was with us at Shadow, nullified her a little bit of help, and that's a hard job to have. Now Foxley served in a tremendous amount of great balls in the second half. She's whipped balls in the box. Saying again for Murray State, somebody's got to get on the end of it. Somebody's got to want to win the game here.
So
Don't wait for it.
So it looks like Angie Mann will come back on in lieu of Mercial, who is off with the injury.
Yeah, she played a great game. Hope she's okay. And be interesting to see if they bring Withers back in. And just as we say that, I see Withers go check into the bench. This is going to be interesting because now SEMO's going to have to find someone else to deal with Withers, unless of course he end the game right here. Then we don't have to worry about that.
Crossed in by Foxley on the corner. Ball goes through everybody, and Southeast Missouri manages to get a temporary clearance for now, alleviating the pressure. Well, that's a dangerous ball right there.
Jeez.
Header around, it's still loose, and the ball will go out, and it's another corner for Murray State.
Great intensity and aggression by Ali Critcher there. She cleaned out everything and everybody, won the ball fairly. And here comes Withers.
And here comes Witcher right now. Withers, correction.
Could see that coming. As soon as Mercial went out of the game there, saw Withers come back in.
She'll come in for Burrows, and she'll take the corner here.
Burrows had a great shift. That was fantastic work by her. Did a lot of good work here. This ball's going to hang up a little bit of an in-swinger again. First or second ball for Murray State here wins the game.
The cross is in. Headed on, still loose. Collision in the box, and the referee blows his whistle. Foul against Murray.
Handball. I think he called handball there. Ali Crutcher determined to win the game on her own. Loved the intensity, loved the aggression. She went after the ball there. I think the ball caught her on the hand.
Lears with the free. Gets it downfield. It's to the feet of Lancaster. White unable to get there, and it's cleared away by Southeast Missouri.
Yeah, you got to do better there. You got to do better with that ball.
Bjorkville with the throw, looking for White. Instead finds Blankenheim. It'll be out for a throw-in for Murray State, though. Quick throw. Stevens. The touch was interfered with. They'll do it again.
Somebody will just change the point of attack here. Foxley's got 60 yards in front of her. Someone can just get a hold of it for Murray and just swing the ball out. It's 2 against 1. It'll be Foxley and Lancaster. Everyone's too tight right now for Murray.
Indeed it is. Stevens with space. Withers. It's out. Goal kick. And 3 minutes left in the first period of extra time here at Cutchin Field.
More people biting their fingernails and looking around the crowd. It's quiet, not because they're not into it. They're just kind of like, oh boy, what's coming next?
Anything can happen at this point. And indeed it can with Richardson.
Go on with her.
Richardson threw ball to Withers. And they'll take a deflection. They'll be out for a goal kick.
An interesting decision tactically by the SEMO coaches. Kampf is now the one shadowing Withers. And obviously Kampf is, as everyone can see, is a terrific competitor and a terrific athlete. So that young lady's played up front, played in midfield, now chasing the fastest player on the field and probably the fastest player in the conference. Welcome.
Yep. Cross, cleared away. Blankenheim battling for the ball, and White wins it. Through ball. And it was just in the empty space right there. No Murray State player nearby. Antonacci. A little bit of a shoulder right there. Pass goes right to right. Ugh. Richardson, quick pass back to Lancaster, and Lancaster was able to win that. Foxley sends it along the right side for White, and the ball will trickle out for another goal kick with just under 2 minutes left to play in the first period of extra time.
Another great ball by Foxley, diagonal ball into Destiny White there, and again she's got to get something out of that. It's too easy for a goal kick there.
Lears, they send it downfield. Another throw in for Murray. Minor unable to keep possession there. Withers fighting, and it's cleared away, but back into play. Withers heading it on. No one particularly there. She's going over to try to collect. The ball's in play, right to Withers' feet. Withers gets by 1. 1 minute left. Withers. Did it deflect off a hand? Richardson shots, it's good! He's good! She's good! Murray State have won the Ohio Valley Conference Championship! Richardson with the goal, Murray State with the golden goal, and it is another Ohio Valley Conference Championship for the Murray State Racers, their first Ohio Valley Conference Championship in women's soccer since 2009.
What a great game. What a great game. What a terrific finish by Richardson. Popped up a little bit of a misplay. Withers kept it alive, struck it across the box, and Richardson buried it in the back of the net.
Absolute. 52.7 seconds left in the first period of stoppage time. Fans surrounding the field. There was no pitch invasion particularly, but Murray State, the hosts, win the match on a goal from Taylor Richardson to win their first Ohio Valley Conference title since 2009. A great season, a great run for Southeast Missouri ends in extra time, unfortunately giving up a goal. And it is another championship for the Murray State Racers.
Yeah, it is a horrible way to lose, my heart goes. I've been on both ends of this in conference tournaments and NCAA championship games, and it's a horrible way to lose. I feel for the SEMO girls and staff. They gave everything they had. On the other end, it's a great way to win. Congratulations. I brag on myself. One of my former proteges, Jeremy Groves, one of my former proteges, Matt Lodge, both played for me. Really happy for them. Did a fantastic job, and they are conference champions, and I think rightfully so. To go through undefeated regular season, 10-0, and then to win 2 games at home, fantastic. I'm really proud of them. Congratulations to everybody.
It was a spectacular match for both sides. Back and forth. As much as Southeast Missouri didn't have as many chances as Murray did in the initial start of the game, they kept on battling. They managed to get opportunities, just unable to find that final touch to put one through.
Yeah, they had their chance in the first 10 seconds of overtime. Minor worked a great chance, and Stigall made the save. It's a hard thing to do. I give them a lot of credit. It's a really hard thing to do, to absorb that much pressure. You know, and again, Murray State was able to prevail, and I know we've got some happy English folk in Yorkshire. Congratulations to you folk too, and to everybody else. It's been a wonderful game and a wonderful day, and it's been great. And those Aussie Matildas, college Matildas, Aussie Matildas, well, you guys were going to win either way today, but you know what? As the Murray State ladies, and Coach Groves just gets the traditional Gatorade bath there, which will be great. And again, I'm really happy for those guys. They work hard, and they're good guys.
Definitely a great match between these two sides as we get set for the trophy presentation. Commissioner Beth DeBauer getting ready to present the 2015 Ohio Valley Conference Tournament Championship to the Racers. It'll be presented over at midfield.
The worst feeling in the world, watching another team lift a trophy. In terms of college sports and how that feels, it's not a great feeling. There is no nice try, good luck. This lives with you forever. You lose a game like that in overtime, that will come back to haunt you forever. But again, those players, that staff, they have nothing to hang their head about. They gave everything they had. I was really impressed by the effort level and what they tried to do, so congratulations to them. I know that will go on deaf ears, but for Murray State, what a dream season. What a dream season.
Definitely a dream season, ending the season undefeated in conference play, only 4 losses throughout the entire season, and they have been stalwart here at home with only 1 loss.
Yeah, they make some noise in the NCAA tournament here. They've got good enough players, and they've got the X factor that they'll go on and represent the Ohio Valley Conference, I think, really well. They beat Mississippi State on the road early in the year, an SEC team, and I think they'll go on. They could do some damage, obviously, depending on the draw and depending where they end up. This is going to be a team I think they'll be around to stay for a long time. They've got a lot of really young, good players, and I know as they come over and take the floor to the crowd, I think it's great.
Absolutely great support here for this team in the town that only has a population of around 25,000. They'll be heading on, and Murray State heading on to the NCAA tournament. The first time they will be appearing in the NCAA tournament since 2009, a 6-year wait for this Murray State side.
Yeah, I'd be worried if I drew them. I'd be worried. I'd be worried about the speed. I'd be worried about the pace, and how to deal with it. Again, you know, for them it's a free ride now. They did the hardest thing, and now going on, you're playing with the house's money. Again, I know they'll be well prepared. I know both these guys inside and out, and they will get this team ready to play like they have all year. Just a couple of things I got to say. I promised my friend Emily, she told me I could never sneak this into the broadcast, that I found out yesterday that if it freezes, you can't put mascara on. So Emily Nathy, that's just for you. And I hope my kids have done their homework. I also want to say a couple of things to my former player and coach, Matt Wilkerson. Tough loss yesterday in penalty kicks for Hanover. And another good thing happened for me this week. It's all about me right now, which is great. One of our former players, Team Kay McCamey, won an award at the Country Music Awards for Video of the Year. UK Men's Soccer won their conference, I've had a good week, Wayne. I've really had a week. I had a lot of fun with you, working with you this weekend, and it's been great, you know.
Yes, you have. Unfortunately, it hasn't gone too well for me. High Point University women's soccer was unfortunately knocked out in the semifinals to arch rivals Liberty University, and they quite frankly have probably wrapped up the final between Liberty and Campbell down in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Gotcha. I want to say hello down to Louisiana too for the little biscuit. Hopefully you're listening and watching, and I know you'll lead your high school team onto great things, and I'm really good friends with the Moorhead State coach Warren Licker too. So gee, that was a tough loss for you the other day, man, but a great season by you. So again, what a great game, Wayne. What an absolutely outstanding game. And I'll tell you what, I think on the day probably the Murray State deserved to win, but again, it's what a great day. What a great day. It was a fun to be a part of. Longest walk from ever if you're the runner-up here. Horrible.
I bet Commissioner Bet the Bush at center field to present the awards for first for all OVC tournament.
It is now my pleasure to present to you the 2015 Ohio Valley Conference Fall Tournament team. As I announce your name, please come forward to receive your award. From Tennessee Tech, Lauren Brewer. Tennessee Tech, Taylor Sutton. From Moorhead State, Kelsey Gomez and McKenna Lavatori. From Southeast Missouri, Jennifer Antonacci. Kendra Lears.
As it goes through the all-tournament teams, this is something these young ladies will remember forever. Camaraderie and sportsmanship, and that's the beauty of college sports. You make lifelong friendships, and it's the greatest part of the job to see all these young people succeed when they get older.
Indeed it is.
From Murray State University, Marissa Burrows.
Marissa Burrows being announced as all-tournament team. Taylor Richardson, the goal scorer, who scored the winner of this match.
Allie Pritchard.
Allie Pritchard being presented with the trophy.
And Naomi Devine.
She was great. Naomi Devine had a great tournament. Unsung hero. Doesn't get a lot of press, but ties up an unbelievable amount of things.
And the 2015 Ohio Valley Conference Soccer Tournament Most Valuable Player from Murray State, Taylor Richardson.
And of course, Taylor Richardson getting the tournament MVP as she shakes hands with the Commissioner Beth DeBush.
So quiet.
Indeed it is.
What do you think the crowd was, Wayne? I'm saying that we had at least 600 people here today.
I would definitely say
minimum by the end of the game.
600, maybe even 700.
Yeah, I think you're close.
Not even just on the hill. They surrounded the entire field. Murray State's basketball team, in which it was almost a bad weekend for Murray State, especially with the sudden loss in the exhibition game in basketball to Freed Hardman.
Yeah, not my area. That's your area. You know, you're a basketball guy.
Caroline Ashton. Destiny White.
I'll be interested to see the draw tomorrow when this comes out in the draw, see where Murray State fits into the hat, and you know what? It could be an interesting ride for them. And like I said, they are going to be a very dangerous first-round opponent. And that is not something you're going to look at lightly and deal with, you know?
Definitely not so, especially depending on where Murray State could host a game here, or they could be traveling across the country to play one of the great teams.
My guess is very unlikely they'll be hosting here. They don't have lights, and you know, I just don't see that happening. I may be wrong. They may get drawn home against Florida State, but I doubt that's going to happen. I think they'll be on the road somewhere. They'll pack their bags, and like I said, from this point on, they're playing with house money. You know, coming to this tournament, they were the overwhelming favourites to win. They did that, they completed that, and now they can go have a little bit of fun and do that. For those who've never coached, again, for those who've played, going undefeated in your own conference is unbelievably hard. It's really, really difficult, may never happen again. So congratulations to the whole of Murray State.
It wasn't the Murray State soccer team isn't necessarily the first team to accomplish that feat. It was the men's basketball team came very close to doing that several times. Fortunately, losing at least one game at one point in the season. As all the players and coaches have received their championship medals.
I know one thing for sure, there's an adult beverage or two going down in the Lodge House and the Groves House. The only thing for the Lodge House is I hope nobody's coming over to be with you because you haven't got any room to park because the neighbor will be really upset.
And the Murray State Racers, please come forward to accept your championship trophy.
Beth DeBush presenting the trophy to the champions, the Murray State University Racers.
Again, I look at the poor SEMO girls over there watching that, and there'll be fire burning in my eyes going, you know what, next year, I'll see you next year. And I'm sure that's what they'll use to fuel that for future games. It's a horrible thing to do, is to sit there and watch someone else get the trophy.
It's definitely one of the most painful things to do. Indeed, just watch on as the other team receives the trophy. Remember, fans of the United States men's national team are very familiar with that, especially with the loss in the CONCACAF Confederations Cup playoff this previous year, and especially back in 2011 with the women's team losing to Japan. And that will do it for us here from Cutchin Field. Murray State are the champions of the Ohio Valley Conference in women's soccer. Thank you for joining us for this broadcast, and thank you, Ian, for being my colleague here for this all three of these games this year.
Loved it, Wayne, and thanks to all the production staff. You guys were awesome. This was a fun weekend. Thank you.
We'd definitely like to thank our Murray State. We'd definitely like to thank Murray State for helping us host these championships and help our production team, along with a thank you to our director, Bryce Robinson. For Ian Collins, I'm Wayne Wanzer. Thank you for watching this production of the OVC Digital Network. Thank you and have a good night.